Yo, 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 welcome to episode 8, where everything's straight. What's up, Jake?
Not much, mate.
Do you guys know I like to bake?
Johnny's always late.
Shit, you acting fake.
Jake smells like taint.
It ain't a bad thing
Jake,
because it came from your mama.
Okay, so welcome. We got probably one of our smallest crews for a podcast. It might end up being one of the most high quality. We've got 3 out of 5 cameras. Actually, 3 out of 4. Craig is not technically in the
OG,
podcast.
You know.
That is actually a live camera of Craig.
He's very strung out, it seems. Kyle said that he just woke up. He fell asleep, but he's going to have to skip this one so we don't have the toy car in the background. Oh, Jake's going to give us the fucking lower belt view.
The tour.
Yeah, right.
Under the table. Boone, you want to kick us off with
that
some of
was
the
for
LCS?
our premium customers only.
Yeah, my OnlyFans is... No.
Yeah, what is it, dude?
It's,
/ dress up?
No. It's the Great White Stallion.
Hold up,
Great
Jake.
white stat. Is that like a shark mixed with like a horse?
Yeah.
So is it like scaly or is it like...
No, I'm just a big white stallion.
It's got like fins or something? Like, are you made of like blubber?
You're a scaly stallion? What the fuck?
I don't know.
You never heard of seahorse?
Talk about Pony Express, dude. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a seahorse, dog. Nice. He's the one that's getting impregnated.
I am a Capricorn.
No, that's not. How.
Are you really a Capricorn?
Whichever sign is the seahorse, that's me.
I'm 2 dead fish tied together. And
I thought a Capricorn was like goat.
It is. It's a goat fish.
It is. Well, what are you, Will? Leo?
Gemini.
Are you really? No wonder. That makes
Gemini.
sense. Team air sign. Yeah, I'm Libra, so I'm the scale. Let's weigh it up.
We're here.
The balance. So yeah, Boone, you want to kick us off with some of the LCS news? You want to start with Doublelift?
Yeah, we can start with Doublelift. Apparently,
because they didn't make the playoffs, right?
They got 9th.
Whoa.
Who was 10th?
That's
10th
terrible.
was CLG.
Yeah, they were terrible because I had Stixay on my LCS team, so
CLG completely
can relate.
Crown.
Dude, Doublelift likes to talk shit, but he can't deliver sometimes.
Well, he had motivation
Not
issues. And then apparently he had issues with the coaches. I mean, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little. He has a big ego.
Yeah, it's because he can't take criticism. It's whatever. He's going to end up on a fly quest and take them to playoffs again, and it'll be like...
FlyQuest is in finals.
Yeah, so they beat, who was it today?
EG.
I called
EG
it,
had been looking good.
If we want to go back to the other ones, we will see that I predicted FlyQuest.
Let's compare it to our own play group. Who's like Doublelift?
Pat.
Who can't take criticism?
Oh, well, that's a lot of people. That's
Pat.
a lot.
So wait, when you
I
say
think we're all guilty sometimes.
I haven't been watching. Did C9 not make it to the finals?
So C9 got
C9 is in the finals, Jake, against FlyQuest.
Yep.
When is that? Next week or tomorrow? Nice.
Yep.
I'll tune in next time.
G2 beat Mad Lions, right? So they're playing Fnatic. Cool. But yeah, so what? Liquid's trying to sell Doublelift to another team, correct?
They just basically said that his contract is open for trader sale.
Oh, he's
do
a
you
hot
think that's
potato.
his decision, or do you think that's Steve's decision, or
I think it's probably.
It's probably mutual.
It's probably him saying if you can find somebody
They're
that
like,
wants
hey, you don't like me and I don't like you, but
I feel like that was quick.
Yeah, we can
like
both
one
make
bad
money
split,
on this.
And it's like,
yeah,
because I feel like
that
they
can
should have
make
been
or
doing
break.
well at the beginning of the season, even before Broxa arrived, because he was 4 weeks late.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if Broxa stays now that Doublelift's going to leave.
Yeah, they can make or break.
Who else does Liquid have?
Are they going to just sub in Tactical, who did play well with them? But he wasn't prime Doublelift, but he played well. They won games with him. Or are they going to try and get another native in a person that they can get to.
I'm gonna
during
predict
Corona.
sneaky
I think sneaky.
team dress up coming in hot.
Yikes.
I don't
See
know
why
if that
Jake
works with. I mean, I like sneaky. I think
bet
that
you
doesn't
do.
work with a passive top and a passive like. You're gonna have to like super hard carry through Jensen.
I mean, I feel like that's what Jensen likes doing, but who
Maybe
knows?
so. Maybe so.
But at
I
the
mean,
same time, I could see him maybe having a reunion with TSM.
I'm just curious. Like, who do you think? Who do you guys think is like the LeBron James of League of Legends players?
Faker?
Or
Yeah, is that a question?
You're
No,
talking about
Faker's
this
like
guy,
the
though?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I would say that too. I'd say Faker's more
Faker's
like
like the
MJ.
Michael. He's
tone
like
it down.
then it would
I
be
said
like
LeBron
perks or
James,
caps.
dude.
I'd say it's perks or caps for the LeBron James. And then, like, I don't know, some of these FPX kids and fucking, I don't know. What's his name from China? Ryu? Not Ryu.
Oh,
Who's the
Uzi I?
ADC?
Ryu.
Uzi I?
Uzi, yeah. I feel like he's kind of more or less like a Kobe Bryant, but without the titles.
Good
Maybe not
comparison.
Kobe Bryant. That's
I
disrespectful.
was gonna say
Mamba.
who's somebody who
You guys like manga,
was
right?
really good but never.
Manga.
Manga, whatever you want to say.
Mango?
You said
You know who-
mango?
Mango White Claw?
You know who Ryu
This is
is?
Tangerine, though.
Do you ever read Ranma 1/2?
Are we
No.
talking like
I
real
heard of it,
manga?
though.
Yeah.
I haven't read manga since I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and I was just trying to draw it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm referencing when I was
Yeah.
5th and 6th grade. Because there was a guy named Ryu in that.
Team Megs, dude.
Ryu.
Exactly, dude. When you're fucking white, middle class, that's what you do.
Read
5th and
anime.
6th grade. 5th and 6th grade. That's what.
Mm. So I feel like it's a good transition now to go ahead and just get to what everybody's been wanting to talk about. Valorant.
Their favorite porn star. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
shit. Yeah. What?
Well, yeah, go ahead. Go first.
No, yeah, I'll go first. Go.
So, who's still waiting to get their Valorant key or access?
I mean, I haven't been playing. I haven't done anything.
For audio listeners, I'm raising my hand.
Yeah. We all heard-
Explain for the audience what we're talking about because I'm with them. I
Yeah,
don't
Jake,
know
what's
what we're talking
Valorant,
about.
dude? Explain
Pretty
it
sure
in
we talked
layman's terms.
about this on our last podcast.
Well,
What
I don't think
Valorant
I
was?
here, so just
We
summarize.
breezed through it.
Don't be a dick.
Just-
Come on, dude. Yeah, Jake's that guy on the team's like, dude, why are you taking it B? I said take it A. And I've
I
never
don't
played
even
the
know
game
what that
before.
means. Explain.
Yeah, I would say that's nonsense.
It's just it's a tactical round-based shooter. So,
Okay, have you ever played Call of Duty Search and Destroy, Will?
I played Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and
Okay, so you know the
There's a
game
Black
mode
Ops
Search and
3, I
Destroy.
think. Maybe.
Do you know what Search and Destroy means?
I can't remember. Explain it.
Okay, it's where there is a team that's on offense. They want to plant a bomb.
Yeah.
then Defense is trying to stop it. And there's usually 2 sites. Sometimes there's 3.
Yeah. That's a good
Valorant
one.
is the same with that. It's more like CS:GO meets Overwatch.
Okay, so there's people with.
Have you ever played
special
CS:GO?
powers. No.
Okay. But yeah, there's like bomb sites. But with this game, it's called the Spike instead of a bomb. So that way they can talk about it in public and make it, on ESPN without talking about bombs and terrorists and anti-terrorists because that's the Counter-Strike theme.
Yeah. Okay.
But the unique spin is that Riot has made it like League of Legends where there are abilities per round with each champ. So each one has a different skill set, kit.
Agent.
Oh yeah, they're called agents in this game, not champions.
Look at that smug little.
They're not in the universe of League of Legends, right?
No, they're way different because they couldn't
Yeah.
add all the guns and stuff and make it part of League of Legends lore.
Yeah, there's a whole interview with the developers, or people ask questions like that because like why they didn't make it intertwined with it, and if they did, they are talking about it just wouldn't like fit the lore and everything. Because
Yeah, it would have been super hard.
it was like so they based it off. I think they're talking about it's actually based off Earth. It's like a whole nother. So
Yeah.
I don't know all the lore behind it, but they're talking that they're going to build more lore into the game as it goes on, like between like I guess character backgrounds and stuff. Because right
That
now
is one
there's
thing
really not a
Overwatch
lot.
did really well. Like their little animated shorts, or I feel like what kind of projected League into doing it more often.
Mhm.
Because like every time a new champ comes out, they've got like a new cinematic for Overwatch. It seems, but I
It's
feel like
definitely-
CS:GO and Overwatch are definitely about to suffer a fan base hit because this game is like the best of both
It's fun.
worlds.
It's addicting, but it's a
free.
hardcore. There's a lot of people that are going to
There's a
play it
big
and be
skill
like, "This
gap.
is trash," because they're used to playing like Call of Duty or like
Oh,
Fortnite, and they've never played a game like this
It's
before.
cool.
It's
Well, there
different
was
though. It can be
there was-
frustrating.
There was a huge like Overwatch ban because of so many fucking cheaters and hackers, right?
Yeah, but I heard that that's on Warzone as well too. But I heard that there's a lot of these games are suffering from a lot, and that's another big thing. This with
The
Riot.
Valorant makes you install anti-cheat software as soon as you download
So all of them
it.
do. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's different, though.
Battlefront has been experiencing that.
Have you?
As well?
But this is different. So with Riot's anti-cheat program, it's always running. I read an article on it. Yeah, it's always running in the background, but it's not something that. It's like it's built in, I guess, like in the startup process. So it's a lot harder. A lot of these anti-cheat programs and games don't start until you open the game. So what people are doing is they have like hacking or whatever cheating type algorithms or programs that they start before. Then they start the game, and it just supersedes the programming, I guess. And
So
allows them to
it's
do
like
stuff.
the algorithm
It just stops
doesn't
the
match up
thing
with the
from
actual
opening.
game.
Yeah, I
that
know.
they're playing.
So with the anti-cheat program starting up in the initial startup of your computer, it's much harder. I don't know. It was just the basic layman's way of them saying it's a lot harder to hack the system. And actually, I saw something. Riot's offering $100,000 to anyone who can jeopardize the integrity of the security or of their
You
system.
saw
right
on
now.
like day one, people hacked, and so I don't know what content they
I
literally used
saw
like
it. They tweeted
hacks
that.
for a different game, and
Sorry, you're cutting out. What'd you say?
Colin, you're
like
cutting
they
out.
used a different game, or I'm sorry, they used like a hack from a different game, and on day
What
one,
was it?
I don't.
Oh,
sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but they
I saw
got-
something like a day ago.
right?
I don't know. I saw something like a day ago that Riot was offering like $100,000 to anyone who could, like, I guess, jeopardize the integrity of their whatever their new Vanguard system and stuff. So I don't know what that extent goes to, but they're trying to boost it up and make it a system that people can't. Because I think a lot of games right now are suffering from cheaters and stuff like that.
That sounds
like,
a lot
hacking.
like how companies were, like so many people were against the group Anonymous. And I know it's a huge stretch, but like you guys remember the group Anonymous.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, dude, I was
Yeah,
a
like-
fanboy.
Glaring
It's like
5th of November.
Why are you trying so hard to fight them when it's like you should accept them into the group? It's like if you guys can do this, maybe you guys can help us figure out a better solution to the problem. I mean,
To make them into white hat hackers.
I like the philosophy behind that.
Did
Not
you
that
ever
related to the
watch
game
anything
at
about
all.
Cicada 3301? Will, if you're into Anonymous,
No, what is that?
bro, you would like that. Like instead of watching fucking Tiger King or whatever it's called,
I'm already
fucking
2
go
episodes
watch
in. I can't stop.
shit on YouTube. I'm telling you, dog.
Wait, that's all other-
Westworld, first of all, is way
What
better.
what is this
Well,
called?
well,
What's
I
it
want
about?
Westworld too, but
What Cicada 3301?
What is that? Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to look
Okay,
it up.
so it's like this.
Just a short analysis.
It's like Anonymous, but way smaller with a more philosophical.
Okay.
I don't know what you would want to call it, like agenda manifesto. They set out this contest and they posted it on 4chan under the B thread, where it was just an image and like there's a secret message
I
hidden
think
within
you told me
this.
about this
See if you can
before,
find it. And like there's some really good YouTube like documentary kind of explaining each year there was a different contest. And people would only get so far, and then it's like really, really, really smart people could only get to the last step. And no one really knows. There's one person that's kind of like talked about it since, but we don't really know if it was like a secret organization, if it was like the NSA, if it was like some
Who
European
is?
shit,
Yeah, it's cool.
if it's like secret government intel, or if it's like some like anarchist group. Like It's really interesting, and if you're into Anonymous, you'll
Just some trolls.
find that intriguing.
18 million
Yeah.
views. Holy shit. 1 year ago. Huh? How have I not
Share
heard
the
of that?
screen, dude. Share your screen. Come on.
I don't know how to share screen. How do I share screen?
can't just-
It was back in like 2011, 2012 when it first
I
started.
mean, I'm just YouTubing it. Like I'm just looking at the.
Yeah, let us see it, dude. You can close your Pornhub tabs. Let's go. You're over here talking about your favorite star. Ooh, let's see her.
Do I press go live?
Yeah.
Mm,
What if it turned on his webcam and like Will was just sitting there naked as fuck, drinking wine? Oh
Not
shit!
again.
I'm banned from the internet for life. So while we're on this topic, you said you're on what episode of Tiger
I mean,
King?
it's right there.
He's on, just
no,
finished
no.
I'm
episode
on
1.
second episode,
Oh god, it's addicting, isn't it?
dude. I'm already on to the part where they're
Bro,
polygamous.
Me and
They're
Hannah,
polygamous, dude. That
me and
sounds
Hanny-
awesome.
me and Hannah watched like 4 episodes, binge watched her, and then we've already watched everything. It's pretty interesting. It
It's
gets
like-
you hooked. You're like, what the fuck? Like this was real?
Right.
Like God, like I remember seeing shit about it.
Aren't you interested to watch Will because you want to see if he's going to get pardoned by the president?
Well, yeah. I mean, so
Here,
far.
I'm putting your
from-
screen on. You got YouTube up, cracking the code. See, that's the newest one. Like the ones that I watched are from like super long ago. It's not like 3
Yeah,
years
I mean,
ago.
this
It's
is
like-
1 year ago.
yeah, go up to your search filter.
Okay, 3 years ago. 3.6.
I would go back even further, dog. Like the ones I watched are so much
keep going
different.
back.
Like, yeah, 6 years ago, those are the ones. But 3301 is essentially like a prime number. So these guys are like big on math and like sacred
Oh.
geometry, a lot of like literary clues and stuff. But you basically learn how to hack by trying to do these contests. And if you're really good, you can get in touch with these people. But
Well, I
if
don't
you're not
trust
really good,
anybody.
it teaches you how.
I don't trust anybody from 4chan for sure.
Well, that's what was crazy about it. They posted it in
Lies.
B thread, and that's like apparently where anything goes, like anything.
Yeah.
So, Nox
There's a lot
Populi,
of-
that was one I used to watch all the time.
Police.
But yeah, you should check it out sometime, Will.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll talk about it next podcast. 'Cause I'm interested.
Yeah, dude, we'll follow up. You'll be our guinea pig. You'll watch.
Well, let me
Let us know if you'd recommend.
Talk about Tiger King. From what I've seen in the first episode, I'm thinking. Okay, Carol Baskins is a bitch for sure,
Oh, 100%.
but Tiger King.
Don't spoil it, dude. I
is
haven't seen it.
He's also a psychopath.
Oh, dude, everyone in that did you see is crazy as fuck.
But
Like,
I like the investigator's first intro line. He was like, "If you're a person who's into big cats, you are a backstabbing, narcissistic person."
mhm.
And it's just like that sets the tone for the entire.
I think you'd like it, Colin. You'd like it. It's
Like,
interesting.
I'm
Like,
just
I
like,
mean, I know I
okay,
would,
I'm
but I
ready.
feel like I'm
It's-
doing myself an injustice by indulging in that garbage. Like,
no, I think it's just because it got so popular because it was on quarantine and people are like, "Oh my god!" But it's actually like, it's pretty
I
interesting.
mean,
Like,
it's,
I usually
really,
don't
it's
like.
definitely well done. Like,
Yeah,
the director does a really good job.
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
but
The
what I think is like
documentary
true life,
for-
but turned into fucking.
well,
Like, it's
what's crazy
scripted.
about it is
No, it's like it's more like
It's-
a in-depth journalistic view on just some crazy shit that
on
was
both
happening.
sides of the
Yeah.
story, and it gets really interesting. And like, it
You gotta
doesn't
wonder
like.
how the director.
So, did the
sleeps at night.
story exist before Netflix started filming?
Yes.
Is that kind of
Yes.
what it is?
Yeah, so this is what I
This
was
guy,
after the first
this one
episode.
guy was in there.
Yeah, after the first episode, I was like, wait, how the fuck do they have all this footage from all these years back and all this shit? And it explains it, I think, probably in the end of the first or second, it starts talking about. But Joe used to film everything it talks about, but then he also had his own internet television show that he filmed everything for. And then,
All
like,
that
so
footage was.
he filmed, so they have all this footage and shit from years and years at the zoo and stuff and things they were able to use. So this was shit that I don't remember the exact year, but it started like, I think he started in like the early 2000s, but him and the Carol Baskins
Yeah.
thing started like what, 2010, 2011 or
Oh
something.
wow. Okay.
And then he
Gotcha.
just went to jail like what, 2 years ago, a year ago, I think, for everything.
It's pretty recent.
I don't remember. It gets wild though. I
Yeah,
mean,
there was
spoiler
like
alert.
news About,
no, I mean it's just
don't spoil
Well, it starts with
dude.
him. It starts with him in
Two
jail.
episodes
The
in,
very
bro.
first episode starts with him in jail.
I definitely don't need
Yeah.
to watch it now. Shit.
I
mean,
I,
it's
thought
common
he got,
knowledge.
I thought he got eaten. Who got eaten?
Oh my
dude,
God.
don't
You
even
gotta
tell
show
me. I
me.
don't even know. I only know Facebook posts. Don't
Spoil it for Will. Come on.
spoil. Don't spoil.
I mean, the first episode starts with him because he's in jail. It's the whole
I
part
like
about the story.
yeah.
One of the dudes.
I mean,
named-
I know he's in
Frankie.
jail because
You notice
Trump
that?
said he was going to pardon him. Maybe.
What'd you say, Boone?
Did you notice that one of the head zookeepers' last name was Ranky?
Yes, I did.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, can we get Ranky as a special guest on the podcast?
I think what
I don't know who Ranky
That'd be
is.
funny.
I know him from chat. He was
Another
He was a
fucking-
random roommate with who was it? Was it you, Boone? Or
It's Tommy
Alex?
Chadwell's roommate.
Oh my God!
I know Tommy.
He was his random
you know
roommate from
Chadwell?
freshman year.
Bro, we used
Oh,
to
yeah,
eat lunch
yeah,
with
that's
his
right.
ass all the
That's
time.
right.
He used to be like, dude, you gonna finish that? And I have to give him the rest
Bro.
of my lunch.
I just sent him a letter. He's training as he's trying to be a Green Beret now, dude.
Wow,
So
Nice.
he's in Army training, right?
dude's crazy. He's got some determination though.
He's a funny guy. I used
I
to
mean,
like
he's
Tommy
always-
a lot.
he's always-
Tommy. Tommy's a cool guy.
You
He was always a
remember
good sport. Like he made fun of himself. Like he wasn't afraid to be,
Yeah,
making fun of himself.
yeah.
And then there was Tim Crawford who would get so butthurt that like they had to fight between who would sit at our 5-person lunch table all the time.
Oh, dude, we had Jacob Tullis at our table. Remember? It was
Dog,
you, me,
I went to elementary school with that
Jacob Tullis.
crybaby. Like, god damn, dude, that guy.
What's Jacob Tullis's
He
band
sounds so
name?
familiar.
It's not a band, dude. It's a DJ duo. and
DJ,
it was
you know
Moniker.
what it is. You know what I mean.
Moniker. They
Moniker,
actually did
dude.
make some good tunes. I'm not gonna
Dude,
lie.
Moniker is playing all over the country. I think they're going
Are they?
outside the country.
No, they're
now.
playing all over the country.
Yeah, they're.
Dude, I mean,
they're
Jacob's always been
blowing up.
talented when it comes to music. So
You guys
Appreciate
just took
it.
a sip of the exact same.
I saw that.
That
That
was
was
cute.
weird.
That was cute.
Simulation confirmed. Speaking of Westworld. Anyway, but back to Jacob Tullis. You know what's crazy is we wrote a song when we went to the Country Music Hall of Fame for our field trip. I don't know if y'all remember,
I remember that.
Yes, I
remember
do.
The
that.
other two
actually.
winners were fucking like Brittany Jeffers and somebody else, but they literally just copied
They
and
wrote
pasted
somebody
Britney
else's
Spears
song.
lyrics.
Yeah.
Really?
So ours was the third song, and they recorded ours. Like me and Jacob literally wrote it, and then my dad had like a cassette tape of it. I think it was a pretty good song. I'd have to hear it now, but like it was sad. It was about like this dude's wife dying, and I mean we're 6th graders,
Wow.
so I don't know why we wrote about that, but
yeah, I'm
'Cause y'all
pretty
were
sure.
like,
fucking
it's
turned
gotta
it
be a
into a
country
song.
I was on a team with Tim Crawford, and I think we wrote a song about flying monkeys. So that's a huge like jump from people dying to.
Wow.
yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Well,
and
most of
catchy.
these are like 6th grade level. Whoa, this one's about his wife dying. Did they write this shit?
Mhm.
Shit.
But
This
I wish I
one's
had the
about
tape of it,
baby
man. That'd be
hitting
so
all
cool to
the
listen to.
time.
But who knows? Maybe that's what sent Jacob on a musical path.
Yeah,
Having
man.
that success.
We also
making shitty
The
beats for
third
Kenny.
place.
in 8th
Sixth
grade
grade.
we wrote a play, and it was really Jacob's play. He wrote a play about him being Donald Trump, which is funny in retrospect.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
He
for
was-
MPAC?
Wait, was it
He
for
was a
drama?
yeah, it was for drama.
Wait, time out.
What was the drama teacher's name?
Miss
Miss
Bluestone.
Bluestone.
Wait.
I just remember.
What group were you in?
I mean, I was in. What do you mean? What group was I in?
I don't remember a play where Jacob was Donald Trump.
Jacob was Donald Trump. It was. I don't remember the people in the
It
group.
was
'cause
the
just
7th and
like-
8th graders got to perform every year, right?
Yeah, and we wrote
Yeah.
our own plays.
This was 8th
Yeah, because
grade.
I left after 6th grade. Like I tried out 6th grade at the end of the year, and I was first on the waiting list to get
But you
in. So I was
didn't
the
go.
first kid that
Yeah.
didn't get in. They only took like 10 people. So
It's a
like, and then I
waiting
moved out of
list.
county, so I didn't even get to do it. But
Yeah.
all right, we
And
got to
then 8th
include
grade,
Jake.
they
He's
made
about to
it-
fall asleep.
8th grade, they made it to where
Oh,
it was
I'll keep
only
you on
8th
it.
graders.
Really?
Yeah, because they did something.
That
weird
reminds
with
me
the
of like,
budget.
oh, senior year, yeah, you guys got to wear a dress code for 8 years, but then after you graduate, no more dress code.
Mhm.
That was the worst.
Yeah, so but
Yeah, it was weird. Weird
were you
time.
on the same one with Jordan Beard, where it was like superheroes?
No, that was a good one. Julian Smith was in that. And
Yeah.
I remember Julian Smith. Damn.
yeah.
That run into
So
you all
you were
the
in
time.
the one where everybody was raising a
Oh, man.
baby. And Brittany Peterson.
Speaking of Megs, dude, is Austin Broder
fed her
on?
baby chocolate milk.
Dude, Austin Roeder, I don't know. I could check.
I used to run into Julian Smith all the
Is he still in Nashville?
time.
Uh-oh.
Is it amazing?
Boise. Sorry, guys. I'm like, what's up?
I don't know.
I heard it.
I'm
Like-
lagging too. Yeah.
Like,
We've been going for almost 3 minutes, though. So we're on good back. Let's see it, like, calms down a little bit. It looks like Dave's reconnecting. Dave Road. Or DC, maybe. Dave there. Will?
I'm there. I'm here.
I can tell.
Okay.
There he goes. It was Boone.
All right,
dude.
we're back.
I saw Boone duck out and then he's back and now everything's okay.
it wasn't me.
Whatever you did, Boone, it worked. All right.
Work.
All right, Boone, plug the internet back in for everybody. Come on.
I was
one thing
talking
that Will
about
kind of
me-
touched on before the drama thing was about the Donald Trump with Jacob Tullis. Have you seen your boy Bernie dropped out of the race, Will? What do you think?
Bro, I mean, I knew it was going to happen from the beginning. I knew it was going to be
How did you know that?
Biden. So with parents like mine, I just know. It's like there's an
What
older
are parents
generation.
like yours? Can you give us some background on your parents? Because I don't know them.
So boomer age generation, and
Okay, boomers.
they collectively vote similarly, and it's predictable type of behavior, but it's group behavior. So it's like that this group that comes out to the polling stations, and they all have similar mindset. Like whatever they say goes. It's not up to the rest of us. It's up to them.
What about when they die? Are we the new boomers?
Say what?
What about when we die? Are we the new boomers?
I wouldn't say we are because the boomer
Is our
generation,
behavior not brutish? Do you think, in retrospect to the younger generations who are coming up after us, you don't think that we might be perceived as brute-like?
Okay, so
I think you said
to respond to that, I would say the amount of people in our age generation doesn't compare to the amount of people in the boomer generation. And that
So you're saying population-wise, we're less or more?
We're less. So it's the sheer number of people that are in groupthink in that generation that defines the political atmosphere of today, of yesterday, of last decade, and the decade before.
Gotcha.
That generation is so large,
and so that's your
that they
parents.
have so much more voting power than we do, because we're millennials.
Well, how come the
Generation
millennials can't
Z,
get that voting power for us? Why can't we
Because there's
influence them to do?
literally the numbers? We don't have that many in numbers.
it's like why can't
How many
Boomers are
numbers
called
do we need?
boomers because there's literally so many of them. After World
Well, I mean,
War
I get
II,
that, but why can't we influence them to vote for, let's say, our interests as opposed to maybe older people's interests?
So I
'Cause,
mean,
yeah, they
we
might have
could-
the power
we-
'cause
we
it's a
could look at
majority
We
population.
could look at the numbers, but what I read is people that respond well to Bernie Sanders. The numbers didn't show when it came out to going out and voting. So when it comes to going out and voting, boomers go out to vote. They figure out who they want to vote for. They go and vote. Bernie Sanders, there may have been people who agreed with him, didn't vote for him. They didn't go out and vote for the primary.
So what you're saying
is
is
that
our
kind of
generation is just too
laziness?
lazy to go vote. So is that
I
what
mean,
you're
you
saying?
could-
Our
you
generation's
could-
too
you could break
lazy
it
to
down.
like implement change.
You could break it down like that, but you could also break it down where like, oh, I feel powerless because whatever
So
the
do they?
boomers
Well,
say
that's what I'm
goes.
saying.
You can't
Are we
determine
really
reason,
powerless if
but
we're
you can
not
say-
exercising a right?
They
I
don't.
went out and voted. I can only speak for myself.
Well, I mean, yeah. But at the same time, is it the boomers that it's just like an unfair advantage for us because there's so many, or is it really just we're so fucking lazy that we don't go out and make the change we want to see because we're content with the status quo? Because
I can't speak
Well, you're speculating on
for
reason.
anybody
but
else
the
in
fact
our
is that
age
we
range.
don't. Go ahead. The reason why is irrelevant.
I'm just saying older people understand the idea that if you go out and vote, your interest will be represented. And that
but
shows
what if you feel like the
in
candidates don't represent your interests, and then there's no candidate that you want to vote for? What would you do?
I mean, sure, you could. There's people that say that. It's like you could not. go
Jake,
out
how's
and
your
vote.
game going?
I'm just fucking around listening to y'all talk.
I'm just saying. Like you could not go out and vote, and either way, you're going to complain when things go wrong. Or you could go out and vote, and you could say, "Well, I voted for this. How do I make it better?" Or you could say, "I didn't vote for this."
What if you go and you vote
How
and
would we
nothing
make it
changes and you
better
still
if we-
complain?
You what? Say it again.
What if you go out and vote? Like, let's say I went out and voted for Hillary instead of Trump, but we still got Trump, and I still have to deal with all of Trump's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
What's
why
your
does that make
question?
me more likely to want to go out and vote next time when I know that's just going to be the case? Because I live in an area where I'm surrounded by people. Why would I
That's
still
ba-
continue to go
based on
vote, Will?
philosophy. That's based on philosophy that you think you know what the outcome's going to be.
That's the fallacy.
That's
past
some
influences
weird.
future.
Yeah, that's some liberation that you've thought of.
I think a good idea would
in
be
the-
to go
in the-
around everybody and ask them, if you were president, what would you do different to make it more fair in the voting system? We'll start with Jake, since he's so
Yeah, get Jake
interested in this
there.
topic.
Okay. Oh, politics are my favorite to talk about. Not really. I would just make it more of an important, to have
How?
more than. Well, let me finish what I'm trying to say, asshole.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Fuck, I'm getting my words together here over here, asking
him
how
on the
before you even
debate
know what
stage.
I'm asking. Yeah. No, it make it
I
more
just
fair
want to
in
make
the
sure you're
sense
hitting
of
your shots.
it's not so focused on just two parties like Republican and Democrat. I feel like that more parties need to get more time, like media time and stuff like that, debates, things. It'd be a better system if we had definitely not a ton, like 10 plus different parties, but we had a handful of parties, and it made it more of just besides a Democrat Republican battle. Because like my parents hate Trump.
So
but
it's
they're gonna
between
vote.
2 and 10. That's the magic number you're saying?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that when you have too many, then it gets chaotic. But just having two, because like my parents kind of like, I don't know. The problem is they're Republican and they're going to go vote Republican no matter if they hate Trump or not. They don't like Trump, but well, it doesn't matter. They're going to go vote for him in this next election because they don't want a Democrat to win. So it's just the fact of that. And I think, I don't know. It's
So
just a
you would
broken
make
system.
restrictions on parties, or how many or how few parties there could be?
No, I would just give some of the smaller parties and like other. I would just make it more, give them more time, like media time and stuff. Like it's known that they're restricted. Like Republican and Democrats are focused so much. That's kind of just like the only two parties that are important in our system.
So what would you
And
do? You would you make the free press
I
have
don't
to
know.
report
You're asking
on.
too many questions.
Let me go next. Let me go
I'm
next.
just trying to
Go on.
flush out this
I don't
idea
know.
for you,
You're
Jake.
just
I
putting
don't.
more
This isn't. I'm
parties
just
in
saying.
debates.
I'm not a
That's a good
politician,
point.
so I don't give a shit. So.
He's brought up a good point. So there's a documentary about. I think we were in kindergarten when it happened. It was Bill Clinton versus Bob Dole. There's a
Yep.
documentary about the media attention about. I don't even remember his name because obviously kindergarten. But this guy
I know who you're talking
was,
about. It's
was a
it's the
yeah,
guy
it-
who everybody voted for in 2004 or 2008 because they didn't want to vote for either of the candidates.
I'm not.
Are you getting to the-
sure about
Gary
that? But
Johnson?
like he was, he was popular, but literally he received no media attention. Like there's documentaries about him. He's like wasn't there supposed to be makeup? There's not a makeup job going on like right before he's going on air. And he was like cut out of all the debates that were presented on TV and stuff like that. So it's like when the media puts it on to a two-party system and there's only head-to-head competition between two people, that's a problem. And like Boone, I don't know if you were in Caldwell's class
Hold on.
or whoever.
Just to pause real quick, Will.
Class.
Real quick. You're saying that because it's the media reporting, like kind of excluding somebody.
There was a media.
That'll be a huge. That'll hurt someone's numbers.
Yeah, there was
sure.
You know, there was so there's a satellite feed for shows where it's like, you know, you see what you see on TV, but there's also stuff being recorded for satellite, and it's not shown on TV, and that stuff actually is saved, and you can see like Bill Clinton talking to Larry King, saying like, Larry King's like, you know, I got some people that wanted to, you know, stuff like that, where you're just like, well, this seems a little more like, you know,
weighted.
You know, there's some control.
Well, yeah, but you've got to think like so.
Scenes.
One of the great things about America is that it is a free press and a free media, and if it was state run, let's say it was state run. Well, the thing is like the media companies are in the pockets of the politicians, but it's not like organizationally like Russia, where there's a state-run media, and it's like this is either approved for television or this isn't.
Right. You
like if you want that in America, where you want everybody to have the same, you know, opportunity to go on TV.
Yeah.
You gotta think like, well, what if the government's controlling those, you know, 8 different parties now, because that's
I don't think it's necessarily
the fair way.
Bad thing. I think Jake is saying is better. It's like if you can incorporate 3 parties or 4 parties, then you have a bigger chance of incorporating more interest groups. But when you incorporate 3 parties or 4 parties, then you have to, because already you have with the 2-party system, you have a clash of like, do we take a majority vote or do we like?
Yeah, it makes too much of a division.
Take a ratio vote, or like, so if you do 3-party system,
the more candidates there are that are in the final vote.
Do you take a 3-way vote? The loser drops out, and then you take a 2-way vote. Like, how do you do that?
So I think it should be like the March Madness bracket. Like, you should have all the candidates like for the primary, and you go up against like a strong candidate versus a weak candidate, and you get narrowed down. So it's like, you can vote on the different candidates all the way to the final 2. And then the final 2, it's like, well, everybody's kind of voted their way to this point. So if, you know, all right, my team, you know, let's say it's politicians. My team, Bernie, he lost in the quarterfinals to Biden. So it's either I got to vote Biden or, you know, I can vote on the quarterfinals for the Republican side. But
so every 4 years, it's presidential madness.
See, and I think the president should get like an automatic 8 seed. Like makes it to the 8th tier bracket, or like the semifinals, essentially. Like automatic placement in the semifinals is the number 1 seed.
You just give them a 1
and
seed,
then 7 more from the Republican side come in, and then there's 8 more from the Democratic side. Or I'd say do away with the parties. Like make them rank each other, or like based on policies.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Values are basically what represent those parties. They used to be, but now it's just kind of, you know, names and symbols. Yeah. Not so much the values.
George Washington wanted a partyless system, but it happens anyway.
That triggers a value for him.
Well, then, Will, what would you change, dude? What would you do if you were president to make it better?
Well, if I was president, I wouldn't have to do anything to make it better, would I? Because I'm president. I've already won.
All right, Trump. What would you do for the future generations so they didn't have to suffer like you did?
I would want, I do think a 3-party system would be better.
Yeah.
Maybe even a 4-party. You know,
3-party?
Like if you can. Yeah. I mean, what does Germany have? Germany has like a 3-4-party system. You know, it's just like if you're able to incorporate more parties, more interest groups that are along the spectrum, the political spectrum, instead of one side or the other. That way you're not like you're.
But don't you feel like that inversely creates separation in who's going to vote for what? Like it kind of divides the country into smaller groups as opposed to less candidates equal less parties equal less division between.
Well, you know, you don't have Republicans who are like, you know, well, I'm a moderate Republican, but I also
they have fascists,
an extreme Republic. Yeah, you can't be fascist and libertarian.
I mean, that's one of the biggest parties in
sense.
Germany right now. That's the party that's currently about to overtake. What's her name? Merkel.
Well,
they won the elections. Like
in Germany,
same thing with Brazil.
It's actually illegal to have two fascists of a. So you know they can't get too fascist. So that whatever their definition of fascism party
until they're in
is,
power, and then fascism kind of stretches out over here. Now, no, this is fascism, not what we're doing.
I'm pretty sure the world will be like,
Boone.
wait a second, hold up.
It's
not okay.
Where she
What are you
says,
saying?
What are you doing?
Those who write rules can write new rules to rewrite them.
Well,
but who's going to write the rule that helps the generations after him that does not benefit him directly? Those are the leaders I want.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
but the people.
So if I was president, then that's definitely what I would do. Like I would implement a voting system that was all like blockchain, where there's like a specific record, and it's going to show you who you voted for. Like it's not private anymore. It's going to show people if they want to research to see who you voted for. It's going to show up. Like that vote history is important because when people like, hey, how did you vote in the Senate when you were a senator? Like, oh, you voted for all this shit I hate. Yeah, I'm not going to vote for you as president.
Sounds crazy, dude. I'm sorry, but like,
if we can tally the votes like that, like, huh?
So in the show Survivor, I don't even remember. I didn't watch it, but did they like show who you voted for? Did they show the contestants who they voted for off the island?
At the end.
They're like, oh, you voted me off the island, and then like the next season, would they?
Yeah, like, but that same cast or castaways were the jury at the end of the season between the two finalists. So if you voted somebody off, hey, they're probably not going to vote for you to win it all. But if you
I think
always voted with them.
I think there's a violation of privacy in what you're suggesting.
No, I think it would be an even trade. Like, hey, you give up the right to your privacy on who you voted for, but you have the right to vote in our system. And I think that if it was linked to like literally like an ID system, that's going to be the future. Like you're going to be able to be identified with a computer chip or some type of ID form where it's like, all right, this is digital. Here's your right to vote, just like a driver's license or something, or voter registration. It's just going to be digital. So when you log into this blockchain voting system and you vote, and it's as secure as it can be, even the shit we have now gets hacked easily in like 5 minutes. But assuming it was all digital and it opened the spectrum to like everybody who could vote, where they didn't have to go to a polling station or they didn't have to like register to vote somewhere crazy or send in all this registration and do something hard. They just go to a website, clocked in. It's going to be more accurate. And then if everybody else can see your vote, there's not going to be any discrepancy. It's like you can literally look at every vote.
At what point? Are you having like free choice, and at what point are you becoming slave to an app?
But then, if everyone can see your vote, then you can definitely be more influenced because they know how you've been voting, and then if they need someone to overturn a vote, they're going to force someone and pay them to vote a certain way, just because they know. They the anonymous.
But at the same time, if that person's worried about their public record showing, like, "Hey, I voted for this garbage," well, are they going to vote for me after doing that? I don't know. They can all see that now.
But you sound like
you can see that now.
Talking about seeing like senators and stuff votes, or like private citizens.
Private citizens as well. What?
You sound like you're holding people to become responsible to utilitarian values over personal.
Are you worried
values.
that the party in power would potentially be like, well, you didn't vote for me, so I'm going to do this against you?
No. What I'm saying is you're pushing people to uphold values of other people as opposed to yourself. Because when it comes to...
You said values?
Personal values. Utilitarian values. So it's like you're voting for the good of the people as opposed to voting for yourself whatever you want to say.
Like your self-interest?
Your self-interest. And those things clash heads a lot of the times. And so, like, a lot of times you can look like an asshole because you're voting for yourself instead of your fucking neighbor. And that can.
So what you would rather have is the system we have now where you can do it in private. So you can be an asshole in private as opposed to like being honest about being an asshole and then doing it.
I mean, there's a lot of problems with a utilitarian society.
Oh, well, yeah,
So,
of course. I mean, I'm not saying utilitarianism is the answer to everything.
You can't blow off.
But I think like a more accurate voting system where there isn't such like discrepancy between parties where it's just like, hey, this is the candidate's ID. This is his value system. Here's what he's allowed to write in this comment section. And then here's the other candidate. And then here's the brackets. So you guys duke it out till we get to a final two, and then everybody is allowed to vote for each matchup.
Well, I'm just saying there could be other.
I mean, you got employers keeping people from joining them because of how they voted. You got schools not taking kids from parents that voted certain ways because they have access to it now. There's a lot of like new bias.
Yeah, that's the only like downside of like having your vote be publicized is that other people can use that information against you or like will. But at the same time, I feel like things that have always been made private before, which may not be private in the future, like transactions using blockchain or Bitcoin or anything like that, it's just going to be something that society has to get used to as part of like, well, what used to be private isn't private anymore. And the lack of that like privacy creates more benefit to the social good than it does to the private benefit.
So you sound pretty okay with like a kind of utilitarian manifesto. I mean, not authoritarian manifesto.
I can see why you would think that, but it would be very limited in scale. I think there are certain ideas where that does work, but there's other places where that is like way across the line.
Well, I'm just saying, America is unique because of its diversity factor. Jake's going
downstairs,
first man. Jake's at the table.
All right, Jake, what's our segue, dude? What do you want to talk about?
Segue. Jake. Everybody's going under the table. This is the under the table dance. Boone's going under the table. You see him now, but wait till you give him a chance. The under the table dance. Look at the roof. Bookcase. Thought you knew him, now you don't. He's about taking his pants off?
Boone's going live on OnlyFans right now, dude.
Boone's like, I'm on the strip. You're
for real. All right, do we have anything else on the like topic list or? Nice socks, bro.
Yeah, Boone. Hit us with.
I feel like if MySpace Live was a thing ever, Boone would have been a star. Like the way he holds the camera up, like.
Who, me?
It's the MySpace angle, dude.
Boone is a star.
Yep, MySpace pic right there, dude. That's gonna be the thumbnail for the fucking shit.
Oh. Hey. What's your name?
So did Jake just AFK or what, dude? Is he going to get a drink?
Sure
is he going to?
I think he went to make a drink, dude.
I know he went down the stairs, but like,
I saw his cup was just full of ice cubes. He's shit.
Oh yeah, he needed more to talk about politics. Okay, well anyway, we've got like 10 minutes left before it's an hour. I feel like there's a couple more things we could touch on.
Welcome
back,
dude.
dude.
Whoa, he's back. He's back.
Shit, Jake, welcome back, dude.
They go down the hatch.
Did you get it?
All right, Jake, we want you to segue us into the next topic since you
What
we're never gonna.
You didn't have much interest in the last topic. Let us know, dude. Let it rip. What's on your mind besides Valorant?
Gin and tonic.
You see, I told you he went and made it.
Yeah, it's been empty.
I
for the
believe
past
you,
20
dude.
minutes, so y'all been talking about politics.
You gonna squeeze a lime in your gin and tonic?
Clinking the.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
some people do lemon.
What kind of gin you drinking?
oh, I do limes.
What did you say it
I'm
was
not a
last
claw,
time? Beef
dude.
eater?
No, it's some shitty shit.
Seagrams?
Yeah, something like Seagrams or something. I forgot.
Oh God, gross.
3 all. Oh wait, no, it's vodka.
I had this buddy in college. He would drink a lot of gin. He called it Gin Sin City. Gin City, bitch. Gin City, bitch. You remember that
It's easy
song?
to drink.
Gin City, bitch.
Rack
Gin City, bitch. Rag City,
Song
bitch.
came out
City, bitch.
when we were in college.
Yeah, dude. When I was like a freshman or a sophomore, that's all everybody wanted to drink was Blue Sapphire fucking gin because Wiz Khalifa
Bombay
was talking
Sapphire?
about it nonstop.
Really?
Yeah, Bombay,
Ah.
whatever. What did I call it? Blue
It's
Sapphire?
smooth. I mean, it is.
That's just the color of the bottle, I guess.
Yeah. Bombay.
Wiz Khalifa, that's
Maybe it was
somebody who
pretty
used to be
good.
super big. Where did that
Whatever
guy
happened?
go?
I don't know what
He had a
happened to
kid.
him.
Yeah, he came out as
He had a kid, his
vegan,
music started
everybody
sucking. He's like,
hated
man,
him.
I'm rich. Fuck it. I'm just going to get high the rest of my life. Fucking be dad. Have you guys had any good new music come out that you're like, dude, this has been the shit?
No, but I made a 90s dance playlist the other day.
Oh,
Bro, put it in the Discord, dude.
Well, you gotta
90s
That's what we need to be
dance
jamming to while we game.
I feel like I need to put on some roller skates for that shit.
Bro, I would go roller skating. For real.
Yeah,
This
if
was
I'm
It's
gonna
to be
listen
cold
to
at
dance,
inline.
90s dance playlist,
I can go backwards,
where I want to
dude.
go. You can go backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I push off a wall.
Yeah. I mean, I
Really?
could do
You
that
can't- you
roller
can't do the,
skating, not
the
ice
glide
skating.
backwards?
No.
The booty scoot.
The booty scoot. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
You
Boone,
should
are
go
you
to that.
watching some Valorant streams? Will, I'm going to need y'all to get the beta so me
I
and
was
Jake can
trying.
play with you guys.
I had to turn it off, so I stopped lagging.
Yeah, so you don't freeze our podcast.
It is a shooter, right?
Can I say, but you're welcome?
it is what?
All we can see on Jake's
The shooter.
glasses reflection is the shooting range right now.
Yeah, you can
Really?
we can watch Jake's screen.
Yeah, Jake, why don't you just share your screen if you're going to sit there on the fucking practice range, bro?
Just for now.
But apparently, it's like
Oh,
if,
come
after
on,
you
gin and
watch like
tonic.
2 hours, you can sit for 2 hours and it doesn't matter.
Hey, you guys got to carry it for like 30 seconds. I'm about to pop.
All right, well,
Ooh.
Jake, you should change your name to Gin and Toxic,
Gin and toxic and league. Or,
and just
JHIN.
shit talking everybody like you normally.
Make a
I know.
scenario where you only play Gin or Twitch or Singed.
Yeah, that would be great. Gin and
and I'm sure someone has that name. Someone's got to have that name.
they
Someone's
got to.
definitely got
That's
Gin
too
and
clever,
Tonic.
too awesome. Well, so what's the word with the COVID situation?
I don't know how you feeling.
LA is not having sporting events until 2021.
No way. 2021, really?
Yep, because Riot was going to move MSI to LA. And
Yikes.
they couldn't.
What I'm worried about is like, yeah, how long is this going to go on? And like situations with like, I mean, it's one of those like, do you open back up and it gets like, and then everything gets bad again? Or do we just
Yeah.
keep it, like, do we go another 2 or 3 months and then like everyone's just like, oh, because I don't know. It's just gotten weird. Like I went to the grocery store today for the first time in a while and it's just strange. Like,
Everybody,
I don't know, I
everyone's
feel-
wearing masks.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean, I wear
I'm stuck
masks
in
before.
limbo because like I didn't have a job right before I quit, and then all this shit happened, and then like with everything looking, the only jobs available are like fucking grocery stores or working for fucking Amazon, delivering
Yeah.
shit, and it's like I don't know, it's just weird right now. Like,
You could make face
Oh.
masks like your mom, dude.
oh yeah, make money probably at like what 10 cents a pop.
Hell yeah.
Shit, you charge $5 a pop, dog. Cost you 10 cents to make. That's like a 490% increase profit.
Well, who's gonna buy it? People who don't have jobs.
The face masks are supposed
People
to be given
who
for
want to
free.
be safe.
Yeah, let's say.
People are making them for free.
Yeah, I mean, you saying people who don't have jobs will be safe?
I feel like people who don't even have jobs could get government welfare and get $5 to spend on a mask.
But would they?
Would they? And
I don't know.
is government welfare?
Well, I mean, do you guys wear a mask anywhere you go out?
I have one mask given to me when I went to go get a COVID, and I wear that. I can.
I would say if somebody gave me a mask, I would wear it. When I go to
I'll
Kroger,
put my-
I don't
I'll
have a
put my
mask.
I'll put my two
Dude, just
cents on it.
fucking-
Look, the mask is completely, and this is coming from like it's Hannah doesn't wear one in public ever, and it's one of those, unless you're going to be in something where you're actually violating someone's their space, like you're in Kroger, stuff like that. The mask is not going to make a difference unless someone is like straight up walks up and coughs on you. Like yes, it will. It's safety in that sense. Like okay, it's going to protect you, but like today, I saw a dude on a fucking motorcycle with his surgical mask on driving. I'm just like, it's just like, I was like, bro, you're not going to pick it up from the air. Like, I'm one of those, like, when I'm in the grocery
Dude, what
store,
I've heard
I
is the
purposely-
mask is for people who are sick, like to keep them from breathing on
Yes.
people because the virus
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
going to get
way
in your
more
fucking
effective that
eyes or
way.
your ears or
Yeah.
like any open orifice. Like, there's no point. There is
Yeah.
literally no point unless you are
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah, well,
that's
I
the
mean,
point. And you
the
just- I'm just-
CDC reversed their whole position on it. They said
Yeah.
even if you don't have it, you
Speaking of
should
this,
wear
though,
it.
Jake, can you
Yeah.
confirm that a true surgical mask will not let you blow a lighter out if you have it in front of it?
I saw
Funny
that.
story. Yeah, good video.
I saw that.
Please do tell
Was
how
that
that
real?
went after the wedding.
Oh, no one heard it. I don't think except my dad. But I don't think he
Oh.
knew. It was just my phone was just being loud because everyone was talking, and I just started laughing. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Nothing. I'll show you later." So that was funny though.
So,
I didn't show
yeah,
it.
what was the video, Jake?
Just some stupid video you sent me about like to show if the mask fits right, and then at the end it's the stupid thing where all you hear is the loud moaning and
Wait, what?
yeah. Like when you're like watching the video, it's like, oh my god, this is super crazy, and you open it, it's like something's about to happen, and then it's like turn your volume up, and next thing you know, it's just you hear just fucking sex.
It was
noise
like
and
after the
fucking
Conor McGregor
moaning
and
like,
fucking
yeah, like
yeah.
and there's been legit. It's probably happened like 5 times over the past couple of years. Where like, I mean, this shit's. I don't know how long ago it started, but I will open up something on Twitter, be like, oh, and then it'll do that. I'm like, fuck. And like Hannah or someone will look at
Yeah,
me.
dude,
like,
it's real
just
soft
like-
audio, so you turn it up real loud. You're like, oh shit, what are they about to say? And then out of nowhere, it's like,
Yeah.
oh. The worst one that ever got me was fucking Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather's fight. Like afterwards, it's like Conor McGregor calls Floyd Mayweather the N-word. I was like, what? No way. And I click on it, it's like Conor McGregor saying something real soft, and then it gets to the end, it's like, So,
Wait, here, tell me. I have it.
Perfect.
uh-oh.
Can you hear this? Wait.
Yeah, you got to make sure that we
I
can
can't-
see
I
the
can't hear
actual
it.
part.
Turn it up.
So how to test?
Jake,
Turn it
we
up.
can't
I
see the
can't hear it.
video. We can hear it.
So you put mask on, then you light a lighter.
The thing is, I baited Jake like 2 days in advance with this thing. I was like, dude, I got to show you this fucking thing
So
about the
this one
masks.
I got from Houston, the fire will not go off. Now watch the one I got from China.
Yeah. Fuck Chinese. Here.
Watch this. My family talking.
Oh, that's so good, baby.
I'm sitting there and that goes off. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm pretty sure they heard it
Yeah,
downstairs.
so that was
That's why I
That was a good
never
one.
open anything, Collins.
I'm pretty sure they heard it downstairs.
Bro, Johnny's
Them
definitely
going
the
like,
worst dog. I don't send that shit often.
Yeah,
like
I
that's a
know.
once in a blue moon thing.
But he was like
Johnny, though,
insistent on
that's
me
like all
watching
he
this
sends.
video, and I was like, "Oh, it's about mass." I was like, "Maybe." I was like, "Okay, I don't get it," and I was like, "Fuck."
I mean, because the original video was like some guy was like, "This is a mask I bought from Dallas, and this is a mask I bought from China." And he like in the Chinese mask, he could blow the fire out. So
And those,
Yeah,
those
that's
masks are
even
only
funnier.
3% effective too.
Yeah, like regular surgicals, yeah.
Yep. So like it's like the only point in wearing it is literally is to keep yourself from contaminating others if you're coughing and stuff. But like me when I go on, but even if I'm at the gas station, like I'll just stay like I'll stay 5-6 feet away from everyone. Like, I'm not gonna be right up behind someone or I don't know. I just keep my distance. Even in the grocery store, if I see someone like in the spot I need to grab something, I just wait a few seconds, they move, and I'll go up and grab it. Like I'm not gonna get up on their grill, reach across them, like getting someone. Oh, you should be
Well, that's-
smart about it.
Well,
it's
like-
just-
I don't know.
When
I
I-
feel like the masks kind of create more fear than is necessary. Like I walked into
Right.
Kroger last night or the night before, and like everyone else is wearing a mask, and I feel guilty for not wearing one. I'm like, no, I'm not sick though. It's like, but it makes you feel more scared. Like it's more serious than it really is. If you just fucking go home and wash your fucking hands and not like touch your fucking face, you'll be fine.
you just have to be clean.
wear gloves.
Yeah. There's a very, very small chance. And like, even like shit, Hannah is literally, she works on a COVID floor. Like legit, she has COVID patients every day. And like, as long as you're being safe and clean, and like now she also has to put on 1,000 different things before she goes into the rooms. But like, that's the part of the reason.
Yeah, it's
too.
our
She wears
hands,
so
dude,
much.
from like washing them 800 times. They're like nothing but dry and red.
She
I'm
sends
just
me,
like,
I can show
God.
you, hold on. I'll show you a screenshot I took. She sent me a Snapchat if I still have it. Like, have you seen those pictures though of, like, this isn't her, but this was a picture I saw, and someone like them, like a bunch of the nurses have bruises and stuff on their face from wearing face masks all day.
Really?
Because they have, yeah. I have a picture of her like that. Let me see if I can find
Damn,
it.
they need to get a bigger size if it's bruising them. Like,
They have to wear them for 12 hours straight. Like, that's the reason. It's not like, it's not even that. It's just
glasses has them right there with their glasses.
yeah. How do I look at my fucking?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you have it here on your fucking cheeks?
That's where the mask.
it's
Then again, I'm not
because
wearing it for 12 hours, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy to think, like, here in the future, people may not be allowed to go out unless they have the antibodies system or, like, there's a cure. And if they don't, like, they're not going to be cleared to go to work. And it's kind of like,
it's, yeah,
that's crazy.
It's going to be interesting to see. And that's what we were talking about as you left. I was like, we were talking about, like, with this whole shit going on, like, no one really knows, like Boone was saying, no sports until 2021. Like, I mean, this shit could go on for months and months, and like,
I think the governments that are kind of in control right now see this as an opportunity to maintain control, but also to like keep people complacent, because now there's something that's scaring them into like staying at home, not going out. Like, we can kind of control their businesses. Not so dependent on oil, which has kind of had a like stranglehold on power and control for a long time. So I don't know. It seems like the status quo is about to change heavily.
I think that's more of an effect than
More of
you
a
know what I'm
what?
saying.
Effect
It's more of an effect, like an effect than a cause. It's not them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like them
They
taking
would orchestrate
advantage
this
as
to do-
opposed to
Yeah.
them and them
Yeah.
reacting as opposed to them like coordinating efforts. You know, there's a lot of speculation about it being a scientifically constructed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's say come
disease or
November,
virus.
we can't go out and vote. What do you think Trump's going to do? He's going to be like, "Well, sorry, we're just
yeah.
going to postpone elections. I'm going to be incumbent president. Sorry."
I mean,
And it's going to be like that indefinitely.
I think a lot of things that kept people from protesting before is like, well, I have a job, so I can't go out. Like, I got to go to work to earn a wage. Well, it's like, if I don't have a job, what's stopping me from protesting? So it's an interesting idea.
I saw something today. There was a big protest going on. Forgot where.
There was a anti-social distancing protest because they were saying
Oh,
social
yeah.
distancing was
That was out in
communism.
San Francisco, I think.
I saw this.
So it was a COVID breeding festival.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and then in Jacksonville, they opened up the beaches.
Yeah, I saw that, and then
There's
they
a
were
huge
swarmed.
Block of people, which is awesome. It's just like, okay, well, if people want to do that, we'll see what happens.
Well, it's interesting because like, you gotta think when they do open back up. Think about like, there's gonna be a ton of people flood. Like, it's like downtown Nashville. Let's use an example. Broadway. Broadway's gonna be fucking slammed that first weekend. But like, what's the chances? Like I don't know. It's that
Someone
fear.
doesn't
It's like,
have it incubating and start it all over.
in that, or if you're down there, like the people that are going to be down there are all going to be the wild, crazy, don't give a fuck, trying to get fucked up.
Right.
Like, they don't give a fuck, and all the people that may at the, like that first weekend or first week are going to be like, probably shouldn't go out. I should probably wait a little while still. It's going to be interesting to see what people actually do. Because like, I feel like if we wait for so long,
we'll let the wild and crazy people be the guinea pigs of the whole situation.
I think it's a bit absurd. This is, I don't like talking about politics, but like, seeing these daily press conferences with Trump, dude is just a buffoon. Like the way he talks and like his tweets and like everything.
Shit.
It's just, it's just like, it's embarrassing to be like, this is our president.
Yeah.
Like, after you just see the way he
Imagine
talks.
politicians realize what type of like
golly.
attention span people have when they watch shit on, like reality TV, like Tiger King. And then they like, well, what if we made Tiger King fucking president?
He ran for president.
Look what's
He did run
happened.
for president.
It's just like, it is the most compelling thing to fucking watch because you're like, the most powerful person in the world acts like this. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that's what I think
you
what's
feel
been blowing.
powerless because you're like, well, I'm more,
What blows my mind is his
Why
tweets.
has
Like I see
actions?
his daily tweets, like towards like the Democratic side or
Do you
people.
follow
and
him?
I do because I just think it's funny to see. But yeah, it's kind of like I follow it because it's interesting to see all the crazy bullshit that he says every day.
I mean, if you want to be neutral, whole political debate, like you should follow both parties. You shouldn't just follow. So I mean, I follow him too.
I just
so
just to see all the crazy shit he's always talking about. It's just
I would just follow independent journalists
the
that kind
World
of cover
Health
it.
Organization. Let's talk about that. Do you guys think it's okay to defund the UN World Health Organization?
No,
just exactly
because and like then his
that's such an open-ended question.
Why?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, what if the World Health Organization you don't know shit about, and it's like this fucking backhand company that like
based off what he said, why he's done it. Not like let's not get to the nitty gritty. Based off like the stupid shit he's tweeted about and stuff, to the reasons why it's kind of just like I don't know. He just seems like a big 16-year-old baby that has obviously been.
There's no scene. That's what he is. I mean, he might be more than meets the eye because he's aware of what he's doing, but at the same time, somebody who's like okay with doing that
man's never struggled once in his life.
Control others.
He's never lived in a normal average American's life. I think that's what the thing is. Like, I don't think he can correlate or even like I don't know when you.
No, he doesn't. He's been so far removed from the normal American that like his ideal scenario is much different than what. Is the norm. No way.
Over here.
No, I agree. I don't know. It's just embarrassing, and it is interesting though that you bring up like with the election. Who knows with this? If this shit goes on for another 4 or 5 months, watch them like
it will, dude.
What's
going to happen is they're going to let everybody go back outside in June, and then it's going to get way worse because there's no cure, there's no vaccine, and then by election time, it's going to be. It's not safe. It's not safe. What are we going to do?
I know it's.
I think that's a good note to end it on.
Hold up, backtracking to like
we've been going for over an hour.
Yeah, no.
Let me just to tie it back from
Boone's
the
ready to go.
Started. I think it's interesting that our
dude, no, we're pausing, dude.
Our president, hold up, real quick.
All right, I'm listening.
Our presidential
all right, cue the music.
Started with the second place runner-up became vice president. I think that's an interesting way to run politics that we haven't done since we started our country. And it makes me think, like, if we kept doing that, would we be in the position that we're in? All right, we can end it now.
Think about
all right, final thoughts.
Listeners.
Anybody else got anything else?
Comments and below. If you think,
Yeah, dude.
Don't
Leave all your political
credentials.
comments.
We're qualified.
Or
I'm just saying, if anyone
any,
ever asks me who I voted for, I don't mind telling them.
if anybody has any
Vote for me.
suggestions for Jake,
2032.
2032.
someone's gonna vote for you. So
I voted for Tiger
you would
King.
vote for me.
Tiger King ran in 2016.
I like his campaign though with the condoms.
Tiger King.
Yeah.
You're looking it up.
You're already getting fucked. Might as well wear some
Dude, hold
protection.
up. Spoiler alert! Come on, dude. Jesus,
Bro, fucking Jake spoiled the whole thing. Dude, he's been in jail for like 2 years now.
All right, no,
It starts
I'm
with
not
a
listening.
jail.
All right.
First
Well,
episode.
anyways, watch Tiger King. Leave us some comments.
And go out and register to fucking vote.
Pussy.
And by go out, I mean go to your fucking government website.
Yeah.
Our government website.
Let
All
us
right, boys,
know,
we're out.
comment what you think. Subscribe.
Boone's drawing his mustache
Rate
on.
the
Look.
bell.
Oh, hey, Colin, I forgot. Should I put the YouTube channel, the Pentacam, to our content?
Oh yeah, check out the Pentagon.
Oh.
Cool.
So
leave
we're gonna
place.
fucking not do it anymore? We're gonna continue it?
Continue what?
That didn't work out.
Let's do it next week, dude. We're over an hour.
All right, let's disconnect.
All right.
All right.
Try
We're
this
done,
again.
boys. We're out.
done.